Namaste. Welcome, everyone. It's Anita with Empirical Grace Acupuncture Acupressure. I am streaming live from 4 different platforms. Instagram, hello. TikTok, hello. Also, we are on YouTube. We have 2 YouTube channels, Empirical Grace, which has become a little bit of a men's channel. There are some women's information there. But if you're a man or have a man in your life, head on over to Empirical Grace's YouTube channel. Also, we have a second YouTube channel that was really inspired for Instagram as well as TikTok. It is Empirical Grace, fertility and weight loss, really good stuff there. And so all the lives are saved on both YouTube channels. So be sure to check it out. We're just waiting for a little bit more. We sometimes get 500-600 people on TikTok. So just waiting for folks to sign on in. Also, if you don't know this about me, all the monetization money goes towards funding 2 future free clinics. I hope in my lifetime, I ran a free clinic a while ago in my late 20s, early 30s. If you go to the main YouTube channel under TV appearances, you will see a documentary about a free clinic I did. And my dream is to have one in my hometowns of Hyderabad, India, and Washington, D.C., and have it sustainable. So all the monetization money is going there. Also, we have some beautiful products for sale. Whether you're purchasing our malas, which are ways of saying affirmations to help bring in what your heart desires. They're handmade. They're semi-precious stones. They have a brass ornament, and they're handmade and blessed from my family in India. And I give you a handwritten note to help bring about what you want. If you go to the Etsy store, you will see our malas, and everything's in the link in the bio. And then we also have these wonderful acupressure socks. We have one for men's health. We have one for skin and hair. We have one for weight loss. We have one for women's health. We have another one for pain management. So like how you put the sock on, and you can put it on the hand or the foot, and I write out clearly what to do. There are points on the back of the sock, the front of the sock, and also on the ankle. So if you are struggling with diarrhea, you just have to acupress where it says decrease diarrhea. So this is just a guide. I made it super simple. You don't have to look for the acupressure point or anything. You can basically put the sock on and be like, I am constipated, and acupress right here. So they are there. And again, if you go to the link tree under acupressure socks, you will see that you will have all the listings. So I don't gatekeep anything. So you can see what you're buying, and also the proceeds from the socks as well as the books. The books came out really, really good. We have a men's book, a woman's book, and a weight loss book. I spent 2 years. All the nice videos are in a form, and they're digital products. I printed these out for myself, but digital products, you can print it if you want, but you get it right away. You don't have to wait for Amazon to come or whatnot. Okay, fantastic. All right, we have a few more people on here from TikTok, and then we can go ahead and get started. So on TikTok, I'm going to ask everybody on Instagram. Also, we've got a decent number of people on YouTube. If you can let me know if you want hand points, foot points, face points, or scalp points. We're going to start off with rest and relaxation. It's going to help hormone balance. It's going to help you along the way. So can you put in the chat what type of points you want? You want face points, ear points, scalp points, or you want hand points, or what you want? Foot. Okay, I may not be able to show you my foot, but we can show on the model. All right, anything else? So what are you feeling? Hand points, foot points, face points, ear points, or whatnot? Okay, we see face, hand. A couple more people, let me know in the chat, please. So hand points, foot points, ear points, scalp points, what are we feeling? Okay, I think we know what to do. Oh, okay, let me grab my hair tie. I don't know where all my hair ties go. Goodness, I have no idea. I feel like every day I open a new package to buy a new hair tie or something. All right, let's go ahead and put that up. Okay, we are going to start off. What are we going to do? Let's think. What have I done and what can we do? All right, let's get the gua sha tool out. So these gua sha tools, you can get them in the link in the bio, or also the Dollar Tree actually sells them, and they're actually pretty decent quality at the Dollar Tree. So a gua sha tool used to be a piece of stone. I've also seen wood, and they help to do a myofascial release. We're going to do a little bit of gua sha on the face. I don't like to do gua sha every day, but you can do gua sha a couple times a week and so forth. And I know I've done a lot of gua sha on these lives, and my face has slimmed down because my glasses keep falling off. So what we're going to start with a good immunity point. So immunity is always good, and acupressure releases endorphins, which is really helpful during allergy season. So we're going to go ahead and acupress just like this. If you don't have a gua sha tool, you can use a comb, or you can also use just your fingertips. So this is a great way to help with forehead wrinkles, and also this is a nice protocol to do for immunity. If you're struggling with headaches or migraines, this can also help, as there are a lot of people who struggle with frontal headaches. Also, during this time of year with sinusitis, you have ethmoid, sphenoid sinus, frontal sinus, and you have maxillary sinus. So this can actually help you open up the sinus cavities. Now, for gentlemen specifically, to breathe is really, really important, because that nitric oxide is going to help them in the bedroom. Also, nitric oxide is really helpful for women because it helps to regulate a period. That's why beets are such a good food that you can eat in general, because it stimulates blood flow. It can also help you with that cortisol belly. Also, beets and nitric or nitric oxide, beets can produce, because they have nitrate. Also, nitric oxide can also boost metabolism. So really good things that you can do. This is just a simple way to help relax the body. Also, not in addition to relaxing the body, it also is a good point for immunity. Also, when we do the acupressure point like this, we're also doing the point where we're getting yin tong. Now, you hear me talk a lot about yin tong and Erection men. We can talk about Erection men in a minute, but yin tong is really great because at this point, the pituitary gland is behind three-dimensionally in the skull. I don't think I have a viable model, but anyway, it's behind this point. So if you acupress this point, it can help. That's where the third eye, right? That can help you with helping reduce stress, help with anxiety, help you with sadness, help you with anger, can help with blood pressure. It can also help you with thyroid. Gentlemen, it can help with testosterone. Ladies, it can help with FSH, LH, estrogen, progesterone, and so forth. So this is such a smart protocol just to do in general. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and acupress like this. We're going to go ahead and also acupress like this. So the reason why this is also a really good protocol is, let me get my little Anna or Adam, is this, right? Acupressure is based on mirror imaging. So you have the mirror image of the body just like this. You also have the mirror image of the body just like this, like this, like this, as well as like this. And so by doing this protocol, we are doing many things. This is a great point to help with the jawline. It can also help with TMJ. Remember, chewing your foods and helping with the jaw is so important. And the reason why, thank you so much for the donation. The reason why is that if you chew your foods properly, it's going to help with weight loss and metabolism. Also, this is a great blood pressure point. So many people struggle with blood pressure. This is the pattern that I see in clinic all the time. Cortisol goes up, anxiety goes up, anger becomes a concern, frustration, and then that can have challenges with blood pressure. The acupressure points are so smart for this, because I can let you know by doing acupressure, you are letting the balance of the blood flow. So this is a great blood pressure point. We have a question on TikTok, and they said, is there a certification or anything? How can I do the same as you? Oh, wow, what a great question. So yes, I do have a master's in Chinese medicine. I also treated 100,000 patients. I also had a mentor, Dr. Richard Tan. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. Really appreciate it. All the donations go towards a free clinic. Thank you so much. So I, not to date myself, I've been doing this for a long time. So I think we're coming up on close to 25 years. I want to say 25 years. But anyway, I have a master's degree in this, and then I also treated a free clinic in India where I treated 10,000 patients, and that became, oh my gosh, thank you for the donation. That became the primary way that I knew what to treat for what. And then I, over the years, have treated over 100,000. You can get a master's. You can also, you have to, after you get your education, you have to sit for a board exam. I had 4 board exams, and those board exams will help you get a certification for a national license. And then the state, you also get a local license. So if you want to become an acupuncturist, there, I believe, are 50 or 55 schools, and you can get funding for it too. So Google acupuncture schools and off you go. I think the best ones, not to be biased, but I believe the best ones are on the West Coast, because all the talent comes in from Asia. Makes sense, right? So really good. So let's just do this for another 30 seconds. Let's go ahead and I didn't even start the timer today. We were just chatting away. So let's go ahead and do this. I like this point for helping for lots of different things. This point is a great point for water metabolism. I've had people over the years message me and tell me by doing this point, they just slimmed down 5 points. So this is a great protocol that you can do in addition to this protocol. Then another thing that is helpful is this can be good for acid reflux. This can also be good for heartburn, indigestion, digestion, gastritis, Crohn's disease, IBS, too much pooping or too little pooping. So this is another really good protocol that you can do. So let's review really quickly. And we're also going to do a scalp point. And I also have some questions for you guys too. So again, we're doing acupuncture, acupressure to help relax the body. Why is that important? That is important for many different reasons. If you are stressed, then many things happen. If you're stressed, then you don't have as much serotonin, which plays a part in melatonin. And if you're not sleeping well, then nitric oxide might not be as available. Gentlemen, it may mess with testosterone. And in addition to that, you create this, I guess I don't want to say death spiral, but the disease process happens, right? So the reason why acupuncture, acupressure is so good is it releases endorphins, opioids, serotonin, which helps balance that stress equation. And that can impact you as far as weight loss, because if you're not getting the sleep, then your body doesn't have a way. It inhibits metabolism. And also, when you're not getting the sleep, you'll crave the bad stuff, sugar, and also you'll crave the carbs. And so also it can mess with nitric oxide, which also messes with the period and also messes gentlemen up in the bedroom. So you break the equation. So I'm trying to insert self-care acupressure for all of you. And if you can do self-care acupressure, then you boost the serotonin in your body to make the equation balanced out. Makes sense? I hope I did a good job. I feel like I need a diagram to show you all, but really good stuff. So what we are doing is we did this protocol. This specifically can be good for hormone balance, wrinkles, as well as immunity. Then we did this protocol, and this specifically can help you with helping with digestion because you're relaxing the jaw to chew your foods better. This is also doubles up and becomes a great blood pressure point. And then we're doing this protocol, which is a great protocol that you can do for all sorts of tummy stuff, pooping, as well as digestion. And then also, this is also a great protocol for helping with skin, as it can help with anti-aging. And then again, we also got headache and sinus and nasal congestion because again, we want to breathe. Nitric oxide can improve metabolism, regulate a cycle, help gentlemen in the bedroom. So these points can also open up the nasal passageways. Also, these points can help you with a headache. And also these points can help you with ethmoid, sphenoid, frontal, and maxillary sinuses. So really good protocol that you can do and so forth. For diabetic neuropathy, where's the neuropathy? Can you put, most diabetics have neuropathy in the feet and the lower legs. Can you, darling, tell me where they're struggling with? Okay, next protocol we're going to do is, I was actually getting organized. You're going to be so happy that I'm getting organized with all my tools. And the next protocol that we're going to do is we're going to use this. And you don't have, if you don't have one, use a comb, not a problem. If you don't have this tool, use a comb. No big deal. So this right here is some Chinese medicine combs. So what we're going to do is we're going to acupress do 20. And when you acupress do 20, okay, I'll cover that in a second. What foot are you asking? Either foot, doesn't matter. So again, the mirror image of the body is just like this, and like this, right? So when you do this protocol, you're going to go on the top of the head, and then you're also going to do it on the side like this. Ooh, this feels really good. Are you guys all following along with me? This is really, really good stuff. So I want you to acupress just like this. And this is also a great point for relaxation. I like this point because the top of the body grounds the bottom of the body, so top to bottom and so forth. And it can also really, really help. And also this is a great thing to do for hair prevention. Hair loss prevention. Also, this is also a nice protocol to do because it's really, really relaxing. Also, if you have a temple headache or temporal headache, this can also be really powerful. So I want you to consider doing this protocol too. As you lay in bed, you can do this. This is really, really good. And again, you can do these as you fall asleep. Remember, I'm trying to get you all to do 20 minutes of acupressure a day. So some people write to me and they tell me that they do 20 minutes in the morning. Some people tell me they do it at night. I personally do a few points every hour. That's how I do it. I have the luxury of sometimes working from home, so I can just turn my camera off and then go ahead and do that. Also, if you're struggling with something like pooping and you did my viral pooping point, then you can do that point, a few minutes, wait 20 minutes and do it again and tell you what, that poop comes out of you. So that's how acupressure is done. Fantastic. We had some questions on foot neuropathy. There was like a whole bunch. So again, the tools are in the link in the bio under the link tree under acupressure devices. They're all Amazon, and everything I use, I put there, and I try to keep it affordable. So this is an acupressure tool. And then hair loss. Yes, for hair loss, you can do this point for hair loss prevention. Gentlemen, if you want that full beard, I didn't realize how challenging getting a full beard is. But if you want that full beard, this is a derm roller. And what you can do is acupress the area. And this is really helpful because when you acupress the area, it stimulates the follicle cell growth. And in about 4 to 6 weeks, you will see that difference. And if you have some part on your head, then you can put a little bit of batana oil or rosemary oil or both, and then acupress just like that to help you along the way. I had a bald spot on the frontal hairline, and I did this for probably just a few minutes every night. Do use my own rosemary oil and did this for a few times a week for about just 2 months, and it actually didn't come back. I think it's looking okay. So really good stuff. All right, next thing we're going to do is I'm going to ask you guys a question. For those of you who are wanting to lose weight, can I ask what diet you are using? Are you doing intermittent fasting? Are you doing calorie deficit? Or you're not eating too late? Or are you doing the Tiffany plate? Like, can you all put in the chat what kind of diets you are using? I'm curious what the majority of my followers, what they do. I personally try to do intermittent fasting, which means that I try to eat within an 8-hour window. So you're trying to quit sugar. Very, very good. Sugar can definitely cause aging. Calorie deficit, high protein, low sugar. Okay, fantastic. And then intermittent fasting. And you can also do calorie deficit and intermittent fasting together. So that's really cool. Anybody else? I would really love to know what kind of diets everyone's calorie deficit. Okay. And then for those of you who are doing intermittent fasting or calorie deficit, are you guys working out? If you're working out, can I find out? Yes. Okay. So you actually, intermittent fasting, you actually eat in a 6-hour window. That's fantastic. Then is anybody, nobody's working out? Okay. You're walking. All right. Okay. Fantastic. So for those that are working out, can I get how much you're working out? Let's see. Okay. Then if for those of you who are working out, can I ask you, what are you doing for your workouts? I try to be on the treadmill for an hour a day. So what are you all doing? If you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind putting it in the chat. And then can I also ask you, you do strength training? Nice. 4 times a week, stretching every day. How do we get the veins in our legs, and can we get rid of them? Okay, I walked a lot at work. Okay, fantastic. Yes, I started working out. I walk at least 30, 40 minutes. Then I do arms and legs, take my dog 45-minute walk. Yes. So I'm walking, stretching every day. Nice. Okay, really good. So kind of the acupressure recipe that, nice yoga. All right. Let me answer one thing, ask you one thing, and then answer 2 things, and then we'll do some more acupressure. I use the vibrational twice a day. This has really helped my legs. Oh, nice. Okay, I've heard some really good things from patients about the vibrational plate as well. Working with 3-dimensional protein. Yep, eating a lot of protein, low carb, yes. and I'm counting calories to 12 of a calorie deficit. Okay, really great. Okay, wonderful. All right, let me ask you another couple of things. So can I also ask you if anybody's doing the Tiffany plate? Can you please put on the chat if anybody's doing the Tiffany plate? I'm curious, what my followers have had good success with. So portion sizes, has anybody tried the Tiffany plate for weight loss? So, all right, I'll give it, okay, what is that? It's, I want to try it, but I don't do cottage cheese. Yeah, cottage cheese is an acquired taste, that's for sure. Okay, okay, all right, fantastic. All right, so let me go ahead and answer some questions, and then we'll do some more acupressure. Somebody asked a good question about how to reduce cortisol belly. So what I can tell you from my patient base, and I can only share with you from what I've seen in clinic, cortisol belly is just that, cortisol belly. So meaning that, again, remember that equation that I talked to you all about. If you are stressed, then whether it's anxiety or anger or sadness or a mix of all of the above, it could even be grief, right? Or trauma. So obviously work with your mental health experts and your doctors, but you have stress in your body. Stress, has cortisol. Cortisol then as a result messes with the serotonin, which messes with the melatonin. So one way that you can break that equation is to insert serotonin. Serotonin, acupressure, what I'm teaching you with self-care, can help you. So yes, absolutely work out, get 7 to 10 hours of sleep, and drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Get a diet that works. But the cortisol is the emotion, right? It's the stress. So if you can help that equation by doing 20 minutes of acupressure, you're going to sleep harder. You're going to crave less sugar, which is going to help you reduce your cortisol belly. Does that make sense? So I would say for those of you who are trying to lose the cortisol belly is to do 20 minutes of acupressure, because that can help boost the serotonin. And then I want you to get 7 to 10 hours of sleep, drink half your body weight in ounces of water. Most of the world's population walks to lose weight, and then get your 10,000 steps in, and then half your body weight in ounces of water. If I already said that again, pick a diet that works, whatever that diet is. And you can combine intermittent fasting with calorie deficit. Absolutely. And that can also help. Yes, quitting drinking is a good idea as well. Absolutely. So that's that. And then I also want to show you some really good points to boost serotonin. Serotonin can help gentlemen with a delay. We'll leave it at that. Serotonin can also help you to sleep better, which can also help the body to work more optimally. It can also help you with that cortisol belly. And also some good foods that you can consider for cortisol belly is like avocados and also beets and things of that nature. So do eat foods that are helpful. You can also consider, even like a little bit of cloves at nighttime. Cloves can also help boost metabolism, help you to sleep, and help you with that cortisol belly. All right, fantastic. What I think for acupressure, acupuncture is that, let me get my ear model. And so we have the ear. And in Chinese medicine, from my clinical experience of 100,000 patients, the ear is one of the best places to release serotonin. So cloves, the way that you can eat cloves is you can just take 2 cloves and chew them before bedtime, or you can chew them throughout the day, or you can steep them in water, put a little bit of Ceylon cinnamon and ginger. That's actually a really good tea as well. Oh, there was a person who asked in the chat earlier about how to get rid of veins. So there's a couple ways that you can also talk to your doctor, but for veins, you can drink turmeric tea. Turmeric tea is a vasodilator, so it can move that static energy. So turmeric tea can be something to help with veins. And I actually did a video on that on the main YouTube channel. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. Yes. And cloves helps with cortisol because it helps you to sleep better, which sleeping better, melatonin balances the serotonin, which can also be good. Another way that you can sleep better and also improve the serotonin to help with that cortisol is the ear points. So there are 4 ear points that can help, and we're going to do them all right now. We're going to do 4 minutes of acupressure together. So we're going to do the rim of the ear, we're going to do Erection men, and we're also going to do this half circle. So remember, the body's mirror image just like this and just like this. We're also going to do the be happy point. So this is a point indicated on the ear to be happy. So if you have hormone disturbances, what can you do? Well, for hormone, you can do one of these protocols. So let me walk you through the ear, and let's do it together, and then I'll show you some points on the hand that you can do, and then I'll show you some points on the sock that you can do, and then we'll go from there. All right, first point that we're going to do, and again, while you do this acupressure, I want you to breathe in from your nose and or your abdomen, not your mouth. So everybody, breathe in from your nose and acupress along the rim of the ear. And you can do both ears. It's sometimes hard for me to do both on the lives, but you can do both ears. And I want you to do this. And this is a great way to help relax the body. This is a great protocol to help boost serotonin. Serotonin helps break that cycle, cortisol, and helps you to sleep better and helps you reduce that cortisol belly. Also, with good sleep, you have nitric oxide, which also boosts metabolism, and also good sleep, which can also reduce that sugar cravings. So sleep is really key for helping with weight loss journey. Also, sleep is really key for gentlemen with nitric oxide and testosterone. Nitric oxide is also really key for women regulating a period. So this is a great protocol to help you with sleep, great protocol to help you with cravings, anxiety, anger, blood pressure. If you're struggling with quitting smoking or quitting vaping, this is a great protocol that you can do. I've had patients in the past work with their medical doctor and do this protocol every hour so they don't pick up that cigarette. And the doctor can give recommendations on other things they can do to help. So it's a good marriage between both alternative and traditional medicine. So this is a great protocol. I like the way this protocol feels. You can do both ears. You can also lay in bed and do this protocol, and it can be very therapeutic for you. It can also safe to do it on a child or if you're pregnant. This also can be helpful if a child is having night terrors or if you are pregnant struggling with blood pressure, which is common. Do work with your medical doctor, but this is also a really nice protocol that you can do. Next protocol, I actually did the ear seeds last night and I slept so hard. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I couldn't even believe how hard I slept. So ear seeds are basically little pellets and they come with a sticker. You can get this in the link in the bio. You can get like 500 for like less than $10. They used to be $5 before inflation. So you have a little pellet on them. And then you can put it on the point. You can put it on the point. So I'm going to put it on the ear. And then you can leave it there. And it acupresses the point while you're sleeping so that you can get that good sleep, which will turn into serotonin, which will help the cortisol belly. So there you go. So what we're going to do for the next minute is we're going to acupress your Shen Men. Now you can do your finger, you can do the ear seeds. I put the ear seed here, so I'm not going to use this side. I'll go ahead and do this side. And then, so really, really good stuff. So this is a great thing that you can do for sleep. Sleep is really important in the equation for men's health, women's health, and weight loss. Women's health, sleep can affect nitric oxide, disturbing a regular cycle. Sleep can affect gentlemen in the bedroom, because sleep can reduce nitric oxide and low testosterone. And then women also, sleep is important for serotonin because without sleep, you're going to crave the bad stuff. And without sleep, your metabolism is slow. And without sleep, you can't poop right in the morning. So sleep is really good. I want you to consider really sleeping hard. If you get that one thing from me in all these lives, you're sleeping really well, then this can be really, really impactful. Let me just get 1 or 2 questions and then we can do some more ear points. Do you have a book pamphlet shows exercise acupuncture? Well, somebody asked about the book and the pamphlet. Yes. So if you go to the link in the bio, we've got 3 books that show all the things I do on the lives. So, and more, there's 50 pages in here. And let me show you, I'm going to try to do this quickly. If I can't, we'll just have to. So this on the weight loss book, there's actually a really nice protocol of the ear that has all the points that I just talked to you about. There you go, right here. So you see how beautiful this protocol is? So I wrote down and give you a point prescription. I gave you everything, the hand points, the foot points, everything on these books. So these are really good. And the proceeds of the books go towards the free clinic. And the books and the socks are all about $20. So I tried to, and the socks are actually really high quality. You can like wear them as normal socks. So really good stuff. So depression, we'll do sadness in a second. Depression is like a medical term. Since I'm not a medical doctor, I can't use that term. So let's see. Can we help out Linda and help Linda out? So if you don't see the link to buy the socks or the books, it's just, oh, okay, wonderful. So to buy the socks or the books, go to the link in the bio, which is the link in the main header, the link tree. So in the link tree, you can see the books and the socks are in that order. Linda, do you see it, darling? Linda, can you let me know if you see it? So, oh, you can't find it either? Let me see if I can. Oh, so Linda, go to the main okay, Linda, then let's see, go to the TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. It's the link tree up on top. It's the link tree on top. Let's see. Can you see maybe YouTube or TikTok or Instagram and see the link on top? It's the link tree that says link tree on it. All right, I'll give it another minute and then we'll move on. Okay, Linda, can you see it, darling? Okay, so it's right in the bio. It's on the top next to the, oh, darling. Here, I'm gonna put in the chat here if I can go ahead and put in the chat. I don't know if I can, you don't see the link tree. Okay, one more second. Let's see. Okay, goodness. I don't even know how to enter a comment in here. Goodness, how do I enter a comment? Okay, let's do it this way. Then I'll do this one more second. Oh, you see it. You can see it. All right, Emily and Genevieve, wow, I'm sorry. Emily, can you help Linda out and show her? Click on her profile name. Okay, thank you, Birdie. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you. Oh, Birdie, thank you for saving the day. So I really appreciate the support because all the proceeds go towards the free clinic and I really want these free clinics up and running. So okay, there you go. All right, then. All right, hold the questions. Let me finish the protocols and then we can do it. So yeah, if you go to any one of the platforms, underneath the name, you see a link and it's the link tree. And in the link tree, you see all the products. And we're gonna do a quick video at the end of all the videos to show you where to go so you guys can see it. All right, let's go ahead and do this next protocol. We're gonna go ahead and do, yes, this is, okay, cool. Thanks, Emily. Thanks for noting that. Really appreciate. Thanks for helping me out. I don't have a moderator for these lives. She's actually busy editing all the videos, so really good stuff. So here we're going to do this protocol right here. Let's go ahead and do this protocol. And this is really good for sadness. And again, work with your mental health expert, work with your medical doctor, but these are really good stuff. So what we're going to do is, I like this protocol. You can use it with this. And we also have a couple of other tools, which I still need to get organized with all my tools. But we're going to go ahead and acupress along this right here. And let me explain to you how, hey, Birdie, what's going on? Oh, okay, there you go. Thank you for helping out, Amber. I appreciate it, Birdie. Thank you for moderating. Thanks, girl. So let's go ahead and acupress this, everybody. Let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to go ahead and do this. This is a phenomenal thing. This is really good for sadness. This is really good for anxiety. This is really good for anger. So I want you to consider doing this protocol. I love this point. I love it so much. And the reason why I like this protocol so much is because I love the way it makes me feel. The ear points, again, you know, I'm trying to do my best to help you with that process, right? So if you insert serotonin in there from doing all the acupressure, it's going to help you along the way. So this is a really good thing if you are a gentleman wanting to balance testosterone, if you're struggling with sadness, anger, or frustration or anxiety and you can't sleep, this is a great protocol as well. If you just had a baby and you're feeling out of sorts, this is a great protocol. If you have unexplained weight gain, of course, work with your medical doctor, but this is a great protocol. If you just are struggling with trying to conceive, of course, work with your medical doctor, but this is a nice way to balance out that hormone. PCOS, this is a great protocol. Hot flashes, night sweats, anything that you're working with your doctor and you're frustrated, I want you to add this into the equation, and it can absolutely help. Simple protocol, nice to do when you're sleeping or about to fall asleep. I love this point, and I like doing it with the acupressure pen. Again, everything's in a link in the bio. Now that everybody is finding the link in the bio, which I really appreciate all of you doing. Fantastic. All right, next point we're going to do is the Be Happy point. So the Be Happy point is in the back of the earlobe, on the back side of the earlobe. And this actually is a nice segue to one of our other points. And then I'm going to take a bunch of questions. So this point is the Be Happy point. On the front of the ear, you have the nervousness point, and you also have the anxiety point. So interesting, right? The front of the earlobe has those points, and the back of the earlobe has the Be Happy point. So all you have to simply do is acupress the earlobe. So we're going to do that for the next 30 seconds or so. Fantastic. So I love the ear points. I think, oh, Linda, oh, Birdie, if you're still on there, can you help Linda out? She still can't find the link in the bio. She doesn't see it. So Linda, go to the YouTube channel, Empirical Grace. It's the first link on the top that you see. Can you go to our YouTube page and then check that out, darling? If you go to the YouTube page and then you can see it, you can see the link in the bio or the Instagram. It's the first link that you see. We are doing a quick video at the end of every video that shows you all, because I don't think a lot of people know how. I didn't know before. Oh, there you go, Emily. Good. Thanks so much, love. Thank you. Thank you, Emily. So Linda, there you have it, darling. There you have it. And you have the socks, the acupressure devices, and the books, and all the proceeds. All the proceeds go towards the free clinic. Really, really good stuff. So Linda, I don't know if you saw Emily just put the link tree. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a nice sleep point. Everybody, let's do this point together. And then I'm going to answer a few questions. And I think it's time to go to bed. What do you all think? It's getting late. And so this is Jack. Everybody knows Jack. And so we're going to go ahead and acupress the on the end point. And so, there you go. I think, Linda, you found it. Really, really good. So, okay. Oh, thank you so much for all the love and support. And again, all the proceeds, monetization money from the books, the socks, and the malas, and the products all go towards the free clinic, as well as the video, all the monetization money from the videos. So we're going to acupress the on me end point. Everybody, let's go ahead and acupress the on me end point. Oh, Sue, thank you so much for the donation. So we're going to go ahead and take our fingers, and then we're going to go ahead and acupress just like this. Find a tender spot on the back side of the earlobe next to the skull, and I want you to acupress that point. This is a really, really good protocol to help you fall asleep quickly, stay asleep, and not wake up until you need to wake up, and wake up well rested. So this is a great protocol that I want you to do. I am literally falling asleep doing this protocol. Sleep is really important. Remember that cycle I talked to you about, cortisol. Cortisol, disrupts melatonin and serotonin, and then you have that cortisol belly, and then it just exacerbates. So we're doing our best to increase sleep, and then if we have good sleep, and then you'll have better melatonin, which turns into serotonin. Acupressure also releases serotonin, so it helps reduce that cortisol, which will help you with that cortisol belly. There you go. Is there an acupressure point in the dimple right above the eyebrow? Oh, this area right here? I don't think think so. I haven't really come across one. I found it and got the seeds. Okay, cool. And then what you can do is you can do a couple of different things. You can, so you can, here, you can take a pen of this and then you can put the seeds on the red spots, or you can buy one of the books, and the books has an ear model of where to put the seeds as well. So really good that you can do it there. So I'm holding it up so you can take a quick pin. And also the lives are all saved on YouTube. So do check them out and so forth. All right, let's do a few points for cortisol belly. I think a lot of people, cortisol is on their mind. So let's go ahead and do a few points for the cortisol belly. Now I gave you a bunch of sleep points, which is going to help with the cortisol belly. I also gave you a couple of foods such as avocados and beets that was going to help with the cortisol belly. But let's also do a couple of points. This is a fantastic point for the cortisol belly. I like this point a lot because it's almost as if the cheeks represent the cortisol belly. So this is a great protocol that you can do not only for anti-aging, sinusitis, nasal passageways, but also for cortisol belly. You can do this while washing your face for a few minutes, and that can also help. Linda, you found it. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for helping her, Emily. Really appreciate it. So this is a great point. Another really good point for the cortisol belly, and again, the hand points and the foot points I don't want you to do if you're pregnant, is the fist on top of fist. So this is a great protocol that you can do for the cortisol belly. This is a nice protocol because I like this protocol. It not only helps with the cortisol belly, but it's also going to help deflate the belly. It's also going to help you with tummy troubles like gastritis, Crohn's disease, IBS. It can also help you with indigestion, digestion, acid reflux. It can also help you with too little pooping, too much pooping. So this is a nice protocol that you can do. If you want, you can do this protocol a few minutes before every meal. And just as long as you don't do this protocol before you go, as long as you don't do this protocol if you're pregnant. So don't do the hand points if you're pregnant. So Linda, did you get to the link tree? Once you get to the link tree, it's I think the second or third link for the products, dear. So anything for too much gas? Yes, you can do this as long as you're not pregnant. You can do this as long as you're not pregnant. And then also, if you are pregnant and you're gassy, which is common, you can also do this protocol. So let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Then thank you for helping her out, Zodiac 7861. So Linda, okay. All right, so this is what I'm going to say. Well, we're going to do a few more points, and then what I'm going to recommend is that you guys just click on the first link that you see on my profile, and that's most likely going to be a link tree, and then you're going to see the books, the socks, and then you're also going to see the acupressure devices, and then I'll have to, no, you do not need to subscribe, Linda. We're going to help Linda get there. You do not need to subscribe. Nope, you don't. You just, you can just see if you want to purchase. And thank you for your patronage. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right. Linda, I think what I'm going to do is after the live, I'm going to try to find you and message you and make sure you're squared away. All right. Fantastic. Other points that you can do for the cortisol belly is also small intestine 3, 4, 5. I like this protocol. Don't do it if you're pregnant. Remember, hand points do not do if you're pregnant. So this is a great protocol to help with obesity. This is a great protocol to help absorb that adipose tissue. This is a great protocol if you're having insulin resistance. This can boost insulin sensitivity. So if you're that diabetic, of course, work with your medical doctor, but this is also a great protocol, and this can help you with the cortisol belly. I like this protocol specifically if you are struggling with not only blood sugar, but also with that cortisol belly. Also, you can consider doing Ceylon cinnamon tea, and that can help. And then on the acupressure socks, there's some really good points for cortisol belly. So on the weight loss sock, we have a point for metabolism, which is going to help that cortisol belly. And then we also have GV20 GV41, which is also going to help deflate the cortisol belly. And again, on the socks, I just basically, if you put the sock on, you just have to press the point where it says constipation or diarrhea or anxiety relief or deflate the belly. So it's, you just put it on. And also if you put the sock on the hand in the same image, it also applies because the hands and the feet have the same tissue according to Chinese medicine. And so you can use them and do the points on your hand or the foot. Really good stuff. Bloating, you can try peppermint tea or a little bit of peppermint oil. You can also do castor oil. Castor oil now has a roll-on. You can do it at nighttime. And then bloating belly, as if you're pregnant and having a bloating belly, which is common, you can do this. And then if you're not pregnant, you can do this. If you're not pregnant, you can do this protocol. And also keep in mind, castor oil, you talk to your medical doctor, but usually I tell my patients that are pregnant not to use castor oil. So that's another thing. And also the acupressure points, it definitely does work. I did a live last night and I didn't think I was constipated, but after the live, I sat on the toilet for like 20 minutes. So this can really help that belly. Now, I firmly believe you all are not getting enough acupressure. So I want you to get 20 minutes of acupressure. What that means is doing it 20 minutes in the morning or 20 minutes in the evening. Or what I do is I do a few points throughout the day. If you're really struggling with something like pooping or you have an ache and a pain, like a back pain, then I want you to acupress the point and then wait maybe 20 minutes and you can repeat it. You can never get too much acupressure. So again, bloating, peppermint tea or oil, and then you can do this point as long as you're not pregnant. No hand or foot points if you're pregnant. And then you can do this point if you are pregnant. And then what helps with sciatica? On the sock that we have for sciatica, on the pain sock, which is right here, so we have a point along the bladder meridian. So this part of the foot, if you acupress this part of the foot, it's going to help with the hip, the back, the neck, the hip, the neck, the shoulder, and the back. So this is a really good point. And again, remember, the socks are analogous to the hand. So the same point right here is analogous to this point. So if you want a hand point, again, hand and foot points you can't do if you're pregnant. Do not do the hand or foot points if you're pregnant. This can help you with back, hip, shoulder, and neck pain. And then on the sock, on the pain sock, we have it written here, back, neck, and pain relief. Back, neck, and pain relief right here. All right, fantastic. Okay, can you elaborate on back pain? So back pain, yes. So the entire body is mirror image just like this. So if you are, and it's also mirror image just like this. So if you're struggling with, it's depending on how the image goes. If you're struggling with low back pain, SI joint or S or L2, L3, L4, L5, you can focus this here. If you're focusing more on shoulder and neck, you can focus here. But if you have spinal pain, you can do the whole hand as well. Fantastic. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and give a little love to YouTube and Instagram. I feel like I've ignored them a little bit. So I'm going to go and hang out on YouTube for a little bit and then Instagram. So please join me. And again, I've been doing acupressure for 25 years. All the monetization money goes towards funding 2 future-free clinics, one near Hyderabad, India, another one in Washington, D.C. I hope it's a huge success, and I hope you come and visit me, and I hope I can give you all treatments. That's my dream, to have a sustainable long-term clinic. Whether you're watching this on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or Patreon, or YouTube, all the monetization money goes towards the free clinics. And then we have a pain sock, we have a skin sock, we have a weight loss sock, we have a women's sock, we have a men's health sock, and we've got books. We've got great protocols. We have a men's book, a women's book, and a weight loss book, and all the proceeds go towards that free clinic. All right, TikTok, I'll be back on here tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a couple of lives tomorrow. And thank you for your belief in me. Get 20 minutes of acupressure done. The lives are saved on both YouTube channels, Empirical Grace and Empirical Grace Fertility and Weight Loss. Bye. All right, let's check out YouTube. Wow, lots of comments today. Okay. Okay, so actually on our YouTube channels, if you go to the YouTube cortisol videos, I give you a recommendation on an acupuncture protocol you can take to your doctor. If you're struggling with cortisol, a really base protocol you can do is 4 gates. You can also do stomach 36, stomach 43, small intestine 3, 4, 5. So that's a good protocol that you can do. Okay, all right. I think I answered all the questions on YouTube. Let me go to the men's channel. Yes, beets can help. You can try beets for cortisol. Beets can help with overall body relaxation. The reason why is beets promote blood circulation, and blood circulation can relax the body. And when you relax the body, then you can help the serotonin and the melatonin, which helps the cortisol. So yes, beets can help. I'm a big fan of beets. I see great changes in mood. I also see great changes in energy for beets. So there you go. Okay, we answered all the questions. Let's go ahead on to Instagram. And there was a caller here, and I did not get to that caller. Let me go ahead and see if I can answer some questions specific to Instagram. Where you left the question to have it read, you can leave it right here. I do my best to go through as best as I can. Sometimes it's a little hard with all 4 platforms, but I do. Oh, that's cool that you're thinking about going raw again. That's cool. Yes, I do remote Zoom sessions. Good questions. If you go to the link in the bio, you can get a remote Zoom session with me. Absolutely. All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. I will do my best to be on here a couple times tomorrow night, and everybody do the acupressure. If it's nighttime, wherever you are, get some good rest. If it's daytime, wherever you are, the acupressure will help you be in a good mood. Really, really good. Okay. Oh, all right. Hi there, Sally. Salty. Hi there, Salty. All right, you all. All right. I will see you here tomorrow night. If I have a little energy, I'll come back on tonight, but I'm going to get some work done and go to bed. Bye, everybody. Good night to the gentleman here. And then good night to